Hi, good evening. And in this video, I'm actually going to measure the hotness of this XXX Badger sauce. Um, Again, like one of its other, it's got a few. I've got a few others samples here as well, and this one and one of the other ones is particularly hot, and that particular hotness is reflected in the fact that when we're testing chili sauces, we can sometimes do what's called a 1 in 10 dilution, sometimes a 1 in 100 dilution, sometimes a 1 in 1000 dilution, sometimes a 1 in 10,000 dilution. And that's because capsaicin is not terribly soluble, so you have to dilute depending on how much capsaicin. Now the app is pretty smart, so it actually guides you into those dilutions. But that said, this Badger's chili sauce, Chili Kitchen XXX is pretty hot. I have tasted it, and I've actually ended up doing a 1 in 1000 dilution. So what I'll do now is I'll take 50 microliters of that. I'll put it on the sensor, like so. I'll just check that I've got the naming right. Yep, XXX, that's fine. I can find that later on. I'll go to continue. I must remember to tell my software that it was a 1 in 1000 dilution, which I will do. And then I know everything's running okay because I can see the data kind of being generated, or the signal being generated in real time. Don't worry, we don't leave you with this kind of horrible raw signal. We actually do process it and turn it into capsaicin concentration. So once it's processed, then it actually does get uploaded to the internet. I was just checking it a little bit because my screen's a little bit. I'll just change my camera a little bit. Screen 2, and I didn't mean to go there. I meant to go here. So it's reading it as 201. I hope I'm reading that right. 201,000 Scoville heat units. It's kind of interesting actually because I got these two from Badger X, and they actually, I mean, I was wondering if this one would be the hotter one, but I actually find that they're actually coming out quite similar actually, and I would almost want to, sort of statistically, I'm not sure that I could actually separate them particularly. But with that said, if I go to my screen here, when I say my screen here, I'm going to share my screen with you now so you can actually see what I'm talking about. I'll go to screen 2 here. I'm just going to do a quick refresh here. Yeah, I can see my XXX has just popped up. So I got my results. Again, there's the same sort of transparency in this, that I can actually see the raw signal. And I can see here that this is just come in a little tad hotter in 201,000 Scoville heat units, as opposed to the, and then this is the XXX when I say, as opposed to the slightly unknown source to me, which came in at 200,000. But really, these two sources are actually coming in pretty similar in terms of Scoville heat units. If you've got any questions regarding Food Sense Generation 4, as per normal, don't hesitate to reach out to us. As I say, you don't have to have ever dived into the data. It will come up essentially on your phone there and then. But also, I can sort of, who did it, when they did it, what time they did it, what date they did it on, and the raw signal and the final process result are all sort of saved in the cloud. So we have a great sort of transparency on it. If you've got any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to us. Okay, thanks very much.